I'm sorry, Libra. I'm going to have to split this up in two readings. Sometimes it goes out. But where we left off was your partners or partner, because they are emotionally ignorant, they betray you without really knowing they're betraying you. They break your heart without meaning to, but they still do it. Wow. Here you go again. I knew I saw the Three of Swords again. I kept seeing it and I kept going past it. So it's in reverse in the past. You try to get over the heartbreak, but then it comes again in the future because whoever your partner is still betrays you. So if you've had an ending in the past, you got a new partner, and then they betray you too. You get a new partner, and then they betray you too. It's like you can't get away from heartbreak. Now, this is in the upright position, which means that this is a new heartbreak. In the past, these were old heartbreaks. You're progressing in the future, making accomplishments. In the present, your partner is, whoever this is still betraying you on some level, intentionally or unintentionally. And in the future, you're stuck with another heartbreak. Libra, we got to stop this. We got to figure out what's going on. Okay. Virgo got this. Emperor in the upright position. The Emperor in the upright position speaks of like a father energy, a male dominated energy in your life from childhood on through. Male authority, male energy, mastering your own emotions. Also speaks of leadership ability. It's a very powerful card. It's in the upright position, which, in my opinion, is the universe letting you know that regardless of the disappointments that you've had with male dominating energy in your life, whether it be a father who wasn't there, whether it be a male lover who took advantage, whether it be an overbearing boss, because the Emperor can also represent an overbearing boss. But the universe wants you to know that it's in support of you, and that you have the power to overcome. And the advice that I gave Virgo in their reading when they got this was that they need to forgive all the male and masculine energy that they have dealt with in their life. And I'm going to tell you the same thing, Libra, that when you feel as though you can't trust people and that you have to do everything on your own, you tend to pick people you can't trust. You tend to take on a heavy responsibility by doing everything, becoming the provider, becoming the stable force, becoming the everything, becoming the leader, becoming the, you take on this energy because you don't trust anybody else to take on this energy, because if anybody gets this energy, they tend to abuse it. This is power. This is a powerful card. And you don't trust other people when they have this power. So what you do is you take on this power yourself. And when you do, you attract people that don't regard you because they view you as being stronger than you really are. So they disregard your feelings. They're very ignorant emotionally, very weak emotionally. They're not very loyal. What we have here with the Six of Pentacles with your partner is they are trying to be fair. They realize that they haven't been very loyal in the past. They realize that they have betrayed you on some level, even though they don't know how that has actually turned you off and broken your heart. And they have the scale of justice in their hands, and they are trying to be fair and give where giving is needed. But they are holding the scale. And so they feel like they're doing the best they can do. They feel like they're doing a good job. But you may be here like, you ain't giving me what I need. You giving everybody else what they need, but I'm not getting what I need. Now, if their view is still as it has always been, that you don't need as much as everybody else because you're good. I'm going to give this person over here what they need because they look more needy. You don't look that needy because you're embracing the energy of the emperor. The universe has given you this energy to use for your power. But people look at this and think that the emperor does not have needs. So even though you're very powerful, Libra, people aren't able to see your vulnerability. Forgive the men in your life. Make peace with the male energy. Get in touch with your feminine energy and become a little more vulnerable. Let people know when they hurt your feelings. Let people know when they have betrayed you, what it feels like. Let your partner know if you feel like they're giving more to others than they are giving to you, even though they are trying to have balance. So now we're going to just clarify. I'm going to clarify both the hearts in the past and in the future first. Because we got to stop this pattern, Libra, of you getting heartbroken. We got to stop that. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to clarify the judgment in reverse. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I try not to do that, but I got a cold. All right. Here we go. So, Libra. Wow. Let me do one more card. Do one more. Wow. Okay. Lots of death and loss in the past. You do not have strong partnerships. You don't have partners that you can work with or depend on. I don't see anywhere in this reading. And I just read for Virgo. Okay, so I read Gemini, I read Cancer, I even read Leo. When I got to Virgo, and now you and Virgo have a weak partner, history, present, and future. And these readings are about your energy, the universe, and your partner's energy. Your partners are not reliable. But I just want you to know you're not alone. This is a sad story. Like, I don't even want to read this. I feel really sad. It doesn't look like you get anything that you put out, that you know what I'm saying? I mean, if it wasn't for the universe being in the upright position, God is definitely on your side. But I'm going to read this the way that it's coming out. So, judgment for you is in reverse. We already talked about what judgment in reverse means. And we got the Seven of Wands here, which is you standing up for yourself so that you can fight for what you feel is rightfully yours. Okay? With judgment in the past, we talked about there being loss and guilt in the past. Either you feeling guilty for the loss of something or feeling like guilty for the fact that you have to stand up for everything that you get. You have to like stand your ground for everything. And it just has you feeling like, just like you can't have anything. You have to stand your ground for a lot of things in the past. But that still could carry through. You know what I'm saying? Now, I really did a lot of defining heartbreak because I don't feel like your heartbreak is just due to lovers. There's a death in the past. Death often represents birth, regeneration, death and rebirth of something. However, sometimes it can actually mean death, like that you've lost someone, which could possibly be some of this heartbreak, because this heartbreak is deep. It took your zeal away. This is the Knight in reverse. The Knight of Wands in reverse, to be exact. And it has had you feeling very uneasy about everything. Just uneasy. Just not feeling good in your spirit. Because the wands is fire. Fire represents spirit. You feel uneasy in your spirit due to this death of whatever, whether it be a relationship or a loss of a job or an actual person. It has you so messed up that you're like, I don't even want to accept anything from anybody because it's not going to do anything but just get taken away or have strings attached to it. I don't want it. So your arms are folded. You're getting an offer. You're like, I don't want it. You got these cups here. You're like, I don't even want to drink from them. Because if I do, it might be some poison in it or something. I don't even want to fool with it. I'm just going to sit under this tree. I'm going to fold my arms. I'm going to stay to myself. And then that way I can avoid problems. But that doesn't work, as you well know, Libra, because everybody is drawn to you. Everybody wants to be in your presence. Everybody loves you, but they don't see you. They just like the energy you give off. But do they really see you? You don't feel seen. From everything here, you feel like people don't see you. Like they don't acknowledge your pain. They don't acknowledge what you're going through. That's why I say this is really sad. Because all I see is people trying to take. And then you're defensive. The Chariot is in reverse, which means that whatever it is that needs to move forward is not moving forward. Could be because you don't want to go forward. Because you're like, if forward looks anything like the past, I don't want to see it. Queen of Cups in reverse. Normally, Queen of Cups in reverse represents someone drowning their pain in alcohol or drugs, or just being emotionally drained. Because in the upright position, we have the Queen of Cups, where they are emotionally full of wisdom and care and doing all kinds of things for people, compassion. This lady is drained. She's like, I can't do anymore. I'm tired of defending. I'm tired of keeping my head up. I'm tired of acting like everything is okay. I'm getting ready to turn my emotions inside out. And I'm just not going to be available. Because I'm tired of the heartbreak and the disappointment. You do have the Emperor in the upright position. With the Emperor in the upright position, you do have the ability and the power, just like you have the Emperor in the upright position in your outcome down here in the universe, right? The universe is letting you know how powerful you are, and you know how powerful you are. But what you're trying to tell the universe is, I don't want the power to be exploited. But the Emperor cannot be exploited unless they allow themselves to be exploited. That just came to me. Libra, you are allowing this. Even though it shows that you fight for what you want, you fight in defense. But you need to be on the offense. Don't wait until things happen. Don't try to keep the peace. and wait until things happen and then you get defensive. You stay on your throne and you let people know up front, I'm not taking any shit. I'm tired. Don't fool me. And you go ahead and you show a little bit of your power with the charm that you have as well. Also, build your trust up so that you can delegate. A true emperor delegates. Stop doing everything for everybody, like I told Virgo. Stop thinking that you're the only one that can do everything, like I told Virgo. And you're going to have to entrust people to do things. Even though you have been betrayed and brokenhearted, the universe is telling you you need to stay on your throne and tell people, what needs to be done. Not in a demanding way, but in the way that the universe instructs you to. You know what to do. And rest. This is the Four of Swords. You need to recover from everything. Now, this is the past, but this is definitely coming out in the future. Because your past is unresolved. It's not resolved. Whenever the past is not resolved, it creates an underlying cycle. And I see the cycle here. Your partner, Six of Pentacles. Just like down here, except it's in the reverse. They're not giving you nothing. They're not giving you emotional support. They're not treating you fairly. They're giving other people more than they're giving you. Totally, totally unfair. And you're done in the present. Your cups are all upside down. All of your emotional suits are upside down. Like you just like emotionally, you're like tapped out. You don't have anything to offer anybody. You don't want to accept what anybody has to offer you. You don't feel like your emotional, that you had any emotional rewards or support. The universe says you have, even though you feel betrayed. The universe acknowledges that you've been betrayed, that you've been stood up by important people, stabbed in the back. But that it's in the reverse. They're falling out. You're getting over it. You're moving through it like you always do. You get stabbed, you move through. You get stabbed, you move through. And this is why people think you're okay, but you're not. Your partner, whoever they are, have been, will be, they got the Three of Cups in reverse. This means this is somebody you can't really work with. When it's in the upright position, it means that it's collaboration. It means that you can actually complete a project together with these people. It's partnership towards the same goal. All that good stuff. When it's in reverse, it's disappointments. This partner is just like disappointing because they end up betraying you because they're very ignorant emotionally to what it even means to be in a relationship. Honestly, they don't even have any relationship skills. They don't even know how to work with someone. So they end up breaking your heart in the future. But You don't ever really lose your inner security, your security. You still have security, the Four of Wands in the upright position, even though your heart is broken. This is what I'm talking about. This is covering up your broken heart. Every time you have a broken heart and I pull a card on it, it shows you as the Emperor. It shows you as secure. It shows you, it covers up your broken heart. Because the universe is on your side and the universe always has you covered. People see that, but they don't see your broken heart, which actually makes you even more vulnerable. Because people see you as strong and being able to take it. So they take cheap shots at you because they actually feel like you can handle it. So when they get down, when they get out, when they feel like they don't want to do the work, they take a cheap shot and they take a shortcut and they let you pick up the slack. Your heart gets broken, but it's covered up by security and good stuff, and you still look good, and people think you're okay. And they think they actually got away with something. Like, oh, I made her do all the work. I got by with that. I made him do all the work. I got by with that. They're okay. They all right. They ain't worried about it. They still secure. They still in charge. They still getting paid. They still boss. So they good. That's how people are looking at you, like they good. Even though you are the Emperor in the upright position, even though the universe has your energy and your back as the Emperor in the upright position, it's still saying you need to hold off on any new endeavors right now. You're not really ready. Your poor partner is still struggling. Low self-worth is Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Either this is your partner now or your partner in the past, or a series of partners that have low self-esteem, which is why they keep betraying and doing stupid stuff, because they have low self-esteem. I can't even fool with them anymore. They're making me mad just looking at them. So only thing I can say is that you're going to have to pull back the beautiful, strong persona. Let your partners know when you're hurting. If they don't honor that, you got to get rid of them. Because even though you think you're okay, Libra, you're being eaten from the inside out. The inside of you is dead emotionally, even though you still look good on the outside. It's really sad. I have some really close Libra friends, and I don't like this reading at all, because actually it represents some of the conversations that we've had. And me being a friend and hearing it and feeling empathy for it in the moment, it's easy for me to forget how in pain my Libra friends can actually be in, because as soon as you all express yourselves, you go right back to being happy and jovial and what's next and everybody come over here and everything is everything, and you go right back to that. You got the card of success. That's all I'm trying to tell you, is that you just drip success. You're extremely talented. Everybody's attracted to you. So even though you explain to people how bad you feel sometimes, people still see you as success. Like everything you touch kind of turns to gold. And this is a sad, sad story, even though there's a lot of success here, because your emotional self is being neglected. Only thing I can tell you is that nobody's going to fill your cup for you like you. Fill your own cup, because even those closest to you are going to fail you. If they don't, Take it as a wonderful, wonderful, pleasant surprise. You have support. What I'm going to say is that the people that you think are going to support you may not be the ones. You need to look for support and not the people, just the people that you like. Because it may be people that you never even thought of, that God, the universe, has put there that says this person needs support. But you keep picking up people that don't have your best interest at heart. And the people that do have your best interest at heart, you might be ignoring them. Okay? Pay attention. This is the X card. I don't know if this is your ex, but even in this reading, it says your ex wants you to consider them. Just selfish. So you can't even get a good reading without an ex-lover coming in saying what they want, even though they ain't gave nothing. That's very indicative of what we're talking about. Your ex wants you to consider them. Yeah, right. Whatever. Not today. Because the Libra that I see here needs to consider themselves for a change. So whoever that is asking you to consider them, you tell them not today. Not today. September. Between now and September, and that's right around Libra's birthday, September, October. Between now and your next birthday, you need to be working on looking out for yourself, taking care of yourself, letting people fend for themselves, not being codependent. I'm going to pull these romance cards. I don't even feel right pulling the romance card because this was not romantic. Just like Virgo's reading was not romantic at all. Clearly decide what you want. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now, Libra. Alright? You need to do that now. Clearly decide what you want, independent of everybody else. Reconciliation, if you want to. Is there an ex you need to reconcile with? Someone from your past is returning into your life? I hope it ain't none of these jokers. But if it is, Spirit is saying reconcile with them. Reconcile with them doesn't mean that you have to be with them, but make peace with them, forgive them, so that you can move on from this heartbreak and letdown. Okay, I think we got everything. Okay, what questions? Are there any truths that you're denying, Libra? Of course there are. Let's get to the bottom of them. I'm only going to pull a couple of cards. Of course there are. Gotta be. What are the truths that Libra is denying? What are the truths that Libra is denying? What are the truths that Libra is denying? What is the truth? Give us one truth. Right? Okay. One of the truths that you're denying is that you feel helpless. But in spite of that, you're determined. So sometimes you need to admit that you're helpless, because helpless is in this position. Determined is in this position. Once again, you're being misrepresented. When you feel helpless, people see determined. This lady is bound up, blindfolded, swords all around her. She feels blocked in. But she can get out of those things if she wants to. And everybody knows that you know how to get out of stuff and do stuff. So they don't really see you as helpless. They see you as determined. But this is how you feel sometimes. Helpless. So you need to allow yourself to face the truth of your helplessness and share that truth with other people. Okay? Also, you're denying the truth of regret. In yourself, you are holding deep regret. And you need to come to terms with that, Libra. You regret letting things go. You regret not speaking up sometimes when you should. You regret saying yes when you should have said no. You regret not expressing yourself the way that you should. You may even regret allowing yourself to become emotionally drained to the point now where you don't have anything to give. You regret not setting those boundaries. You regret trying to keep peace when you should have just walked away. Think of those things that you regret. Come to terms with them and release them and forgive yourself and get out of regret. This is going to kill you. Be vulnerable. Admit that you're helpless. Embrace your regrets. Forgive yourself for them and get out of them. This is a sad reading, but it's a very powerful one. It helps me, even be a better friend to my Libras that are in my sphere. I have a sister, I have several best friends that are Libras, and I can never, ever, ever catch any of them in a down place for too long. And every now and then you come out and you say something, you stick your head out, and you come out and you say something, cry about something, you dry it up, and then you move on. And you don't even want other people to dwell on it. But somebody has to assist you. You can't do it all by yourself. I don't know if this resonated with you all, but whoever it fits, I hope you got something out of it. And that you're able to get these sorry-ass lovers out of your life and get some real love. Because I'm sick of looking at that. You ought to be sick of looking at it. I'm just looking at it long enough to do the reading. You've been living with it for a long time. So, thanks for watching, Libra. Love you guys. God bless.